tragedy strikes. Sasha survives explosion. Baby's fate confirmed. Bomber named General Hospital. It began with an explosion no one saw coming. The nurse's ball had just wrapped up its final act when the ground rumbled violently. Screams echoed through the Corinthos coffee warehouse district as smoke mushroomed into the sky. Moments later, chaos erupted. Ambulances wailed, sirens screamed, and buildings nearby shook as panicked citizens poured into the streets. The target? An abandoned warehouse recently purchased under a dummy corporation. The fallout? Catastrophic. Among the first responders were Curtis, Chase, Dante, and Sonny. The scene was pure carnage. Mason Gatlin, who disappeared weeks ago, was believed to be hiding in the area. Some whispered he was the true target. Others thought it was a trap, and it worked. But the biggest shock? Sasha Gilmore was inside that warehouse. Covered in soot and ash, Sasha was found clinging to life under a collapsed beam. But that wasn't what haunted Dante. It was the faint sound of a baby's cry moments before the second floor collapsed. Despite orders to evacuate, Dante and Chase tore through the rubble. Sonny demanded answers. How did Sasha end up there? Who brought her? Why was a baby with her? Firefighters recovered Sasha, barely breathing, unconscious, and severely bruised, but no infant in sight. Hours passed. Rescuers dug relentlessly. Then came the heartbreaking discovery. Beneath a twisted mass of debris was a small, crushed bassinet. The baby didn't make it. As Sasha regained consciousness in the ICU, memories returned in flashes. A strange figure had intercepted her outside GH the night before the blast. She thought it was a hallucination, Brando. But the man wasn't Brando. It was someone wearing his scent, whispering familiar words. He told her there was someone she needed to see. She woke up tied to a chair in the warehouse facing Cyrus Renault. Cyrus claimed he'd rescued her from herself. He said he could give her what Gladys and Dr. Montague stole: justice, redemption, and a second chance. And then, he presented her with an infant. Not just any infant, her child. But Sasha's baby had died. Or had he? Diane and Sam launched a full investigation into the child found in the rubble. DNA confirmed the baby boy was not Sasha's. This revelation stunned everyone, especially Sasha. Cyrus had deceived her. He had stolen another woman's child and told Sasha it was hers. It was part of a twisted plan to manipulate her. The child, tragically, died in the explosion. And now Port Charles was dealing with the fallout, grieving parents, missing records, and a city demanding justice. Maxie, horrified by the similarity to her own past with Peter and baby Louise, offered her support. The question still lingered: where is Sasha's real baby? And how could a baby thought to be dead possibly be alive? Security footage from a nearby dock revealed a cloaked figure planting something along the warehouse wall. Facial recognition failed until Spinelli cracked an audio file embedded in the footage. A cough, a whisper, a code phrase, and a name: Betty Rutherford. Betty, the manipulative nanny once working for Ava under Mason's orders, was alive and the prime suspect. But Betty wasn't acting alone. The deeper Dante and Anna dug, the clearer the picture became. The bombing was orchestrated by a trio: Betty, Mason, and an unknown financier operating under the codename Ghost Orchid. Their target wasn't just Sasha. It was Sonny. And it wasn't the first attempt. Meanwhile, Nina confronted Sonny after overhearing Michael speaking cryptically to Dex about Sasha. Nina demanded answers. Sonny, frazzled and grieving, snapped. He couldn't tell her anything until he was sure who to trust. So Nina did what she always does: dug behind his back. She visited Sasha at the hospital and was stunned when Sasha, trembling, whispered, "He's not dead. Brando is alive." Everyone assumed it was trauma, delusion, grief. Until Brick confirmed a disturbing lead. In Canada, a man matching Brando's exact description had been treated at a clinic under the name Marcus. Could Brando have been brainwashed? Or was someone pretending to be him? In a stunning twist, Elizabeth uncovered medical records at GH showing a stolen infant file belonging to Willow and Michael's daughter Amelia. Panic gripped Willow. Could the baby killed in the rubble have been Amelia? Tests proved otherwise, but the tampering of Amelia's file meant one terrifying thing: a baby switch might have occurred. Michael accused Cyrus of orchestrating it all. Willow, devastated, begged Sasha to retrace everything that happened in the warehouse. Sasha recalled a lullaby. Not one she sang, but one Willow used to sing to Wiley. Now, they had a terrifying thought. What if Sasha's baby was switched with another to hide the truth? And who was left pulling the strings? The final piece of the puzzle came from Trina. Reviewing a drone video of the docks taken for a class project, she spotted a yacht that arrived 24 hours before the blast. Registered to a shell company, Orchid Holdings. Valentine recognized the symbol. Years ago, during a WSB operation, he heard rumors of a rogue financier who bought up abandoned assets across Europe, turning them into weapons smuggling hubs. Anna narrowed it down to one man: Victor Cassidy's secret heir. His name? Orion Vance. Orion had been moving silently through the shadows, buying loyalty, planting bombs, framing others, all to rise as the new Cassidy overlord. The warehouse explosion was just the beginning. And now, with Sasha barely alive, a baby dead, and a possible heir of Victor on the loose, Port Charles was on the brink of collapse. Sasha mourns the child she thought was hers, but holds on to hope that her real baby is still out there. Cyrus vanishes from GH custody in the middle of the night. No one knows where he went. Brando's grave is exhumed. The coffin? Empty. Ava receives a blood-stained note under her door. He's coming for you next. Orion Vance is officially added to the WSB's global threat list. Sunny vows revenge. Willow collapses after a nightmare of someone whispering, "She's not your daughter." As Port Charles reels from the bombing, betrayal, and lies, one thing is clear: the dead don't always stay dead. And the babies? They don't always end up where they belong.